Well, I can feel the breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to appear. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide.
All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I see people. There's people. Deja vu, right, folks? It's Halloween in 3 days. I got the dogs on my lap. They're getting situated. Countdown. Oh, I did it. All right, cool beans. Let's get this party started. Well, it's not really a party. It's a pre-hurricane party. Nobody better be drinking this morning early like this unless you worked it overnight. Good morning, Tammy from PCB New Orleans. Christine, what's up? Katie Haley, Gunner. Got the doggies. What's up, Tony Thomas? What's up, Loretta? Reed, Air Force. Appreciate your comments. So we got a hurricane. We got a lot to talk about. This thing is sneaking in fast. We are watching the upper Gulf. The hurricane made landfall across the Yucatan, Cozumel, getting hurricane conditions, fixing to escape the tip of the Yucatan here and get into the Gulf. This is current satellite imagery, by the way, on weathernerds.org. So take a look at that. It's looking pretty impressive on satellite. Kind of getting that look, if that even makes sense. So we got to see. So hurricane warnings are up. We're going to be talking about it a lot for sure. So bear with me. We're going to say hello to a bunch of people. Hey, Bill, thank you. What's up there? A lot of people from New Orleans. Yep, Angela. I know everybody in the upper Gulf sick of this. I saw a lot of people posting they got hurricane warnings on their phones, and they're like, what the hell? Figured that would happen. All right, so we'll start out with Louie today, where we say hello to everybody, and then we'll end our hellos with Hunter. And we got Major Spinach, Whitney. Yes. Good morning, Kimberly. From your car broke down trying to beat the storm. That's not good. Carol, I know it. We have a lot of tarps up from Laura and Sally in Delta. That neck of the woods, so not good. Telford, you're going to gas up your generator. Yeah, we're going to talk about generators too, by the way. We got our folks from Furman are going to be popping in today, I hear, and we're going to talk some generator stuff. Hopefully everybody's ready for this one, right? All right, a bunch of warnings, Crystal. Yes, I know, it's crazy. All right, so we'll start off thanking ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, sponsors of Mike's Weather page, and stocking Hurricane Hunter beer. I'm not sure you saw this or not. ABC announced yesterday, look at that. They now deliver supposedly same day delivery at a great price. I don't know the exact details. I'm not going to spill the beans on it, but this was sent to me in an email. If you sign up for ABC Rewards, this is what you get. So 1-day delivery powered by FedEx. Now you can get your own Hurricane Hunter and Jack Daniels, or whatever else they drink. So check that out. All right. So we love them. All right, what else we got going on? So another cool thing that happened, I had to share. Speaking of what the hell. So last night, this is me last night. So last night, I'm like, I'm going to go to bed. You know, we did a live last night. And I was slowly zoning away. I had my Jack and Coke, feeling pretty good. Then all of a sudden, this message popped up from the Hurricane Hunters. They actually posted these pictures. Now, I already knew a few of them were fans. I didn't know the whole army of the Hurricane Hunters would send a picture. They just got back from flying the 0000Z mission into Zeta last night. And this is the picture. This is after they landed in Lakeland. And they're all holding a Hurricane Hunter beer. Is that the coolest thing ever? Is that like not the coolest thing ever on the planet? So major thanks to those guys, Michael and all the others. They're teasing the idea of you know what, maybe going with them down the road. But that is so cool, man. So big props to the Hurricane Hunters. My God, that was probably one of the most coolest moments ever. I must say, I've had a lot of exciting things happen with this crazy weather journey. But this is one of the coolest, man. So thank you guys and girls. And hope you enjoyed it. But that is too cool, man. Too cool. Oh, man, that was just so cool. So thanks to them for sure. Man, so that was pretty exciting. That was definitely cool. Hopefully, Michael. Hopefully. What do you think, Louie? You're just such a good boy. So we took the boys down to Big Storm last night, and they were such a hit. Louie and Hunter were such a good boy. Let's look at Hunter real quick, and then we'll talk weather, I promise. Thank you, guys. I see all the thanks. I really appreciate it. That really meant a lot. You know, I get a lot of hate. A lot of hate mail. I hate it. Get threats and crap, and you know, hasn't been really a bad year, but you know, that's part of it. Hey, I'm not complaining. I am going storm chasing, by the way. A lot of people asking me. I am getting my truck ready. We are talking tropics, I promise, in about 2 minutes. But here's my truck. Check this out. So I'm getting my truck in. There's our yawn. We get a yawn every day. So here's my truck. Look at that. I took the Rays flag off. I'm still a Rays fan, but I replaced it with a Hurricane flag. Look. Oh, somebody just messaged me. Oh, Shelly. I got you, Shelly. Look at that. Isn't that cool or what? I'll show you the finished product. But yes, I am going to chase. We're going to take you guys on the ride. We have a GPS tracker now too, by the way, that you'll be able to see where I'm at. So that's it, right? What do you think, Hunter? All right, so again, I see our folks from Furman online. So we did that big raffle, man. It was a huge hit. But we have the staff here. Furman are big supporters of our page. Remember, I always wanted to have an official generator sponsor of our page. Furman guys came to the calling here, and they're actually going to be in our chat. So if you got any questions about generators, because we're nearing a hurricane, we're going to have power outages. Just a day, tomorrow night, we're going to be dealing with hurricane on the upper Gulf Coast. So if you have any generator questions, I get questions all the time about generators and cords and how much wattage they can handle. And, you know, definitely don't plug them in the house or the garage. So reach out to these guys. Shelly will take questions for sure and pass them along. But we like supporters that support this industry, and they definitely are big fans of the page and have amazing products. They have the coolest little inverter quiet guy that you can't even hear. Hunter's snore is louder than their little inverter generators. So, man, my texts are going off. So anyway, big thanks to Furman. If you got any questions, post it in there for sure, and they'll take care of you. Greg and Jason Furman. And we'll carry that over to our supporter page too. A lot of people have questions on generators. And they got the coolest stuff on the planet at amazing prices. Fraction of the price of the big dogs. All right. So let's put Hunter down and let's talk about what's happening in the tropics, okay? Hunter always falls asleep on us. He's a good boy. He was such a hit at Big Storm. All the chicks love him. If you're... Oh, there we go. You get 2 yawns a day. If I was single, guys, get a dog. They are chick magnets. So, anyway, all right. Who won the lottery? I know we're going to be posting all that. All right. And we're also doing a fun little thing with our good buddies at Mac Daddy here later today, too. A little barbecue action. I had barbecue at Big Storm, by the way. It was really, 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 really good. Need a sauce, though. It needed a little Mac Daddy's last night. So, all right. Well, this is a pretty impressive looking system. So we're going to go right into it. So here we go. Everybody's logged in now. We got to chit chat for a couple minutes. Not everybody jumps on right away. So Facebook takes about 4 or 5 minutes before everybody gets on. So that's kind of why everybody wants to know right away. But we got to get everybody. So anyway, here's a look. This is NOAA satellite. So a lot of new stuff I added to the website. Surge maps, surge estimates, surge inundations. The watches and warnings are up. We have a big area here. Surge warnings are up all the way into Florida. So big chunk here. Surge warnings are up. Estimated values are up. We know how these are. They're hit or miss. 4 to 6 foot, though. Pretty big stretch across pretty much all of Mississippi. 4 to 6 foot surge. So that's creeping up there. Some of the trends I've been following still, I keep posting it. The NHC did, last night, the NHC did mention the H-Wharf, finally. Because I'm like, I hope they start mentioning it, because I'm like hyping for nothing. But they did mention the H-Wharf, and they did mention the Euro. And they did bump intensity up to 85. So, Whitney, you are always in one. Steve, I got you, buddy. Gulf Shores. Yeah, I think I'm going to Biloxi. Biloxi. Hate all the YouTubers, by the way. Crystal, yeah, yeah, right. It's not getting better organized because it's over land. However, the overall moisture field, we look at weather nerds, it's definitely growing. Look at this. I mean, it's not, I'm not trying to scare anybody. There's a little bit of dry air, but as far as the look, it never really had the look. And I mean, not trying to scare anybody, but it's kind of growing a little bit. It's kind of getting that overall moisture field. A little bit of outflow, a little bit of fanning, cooling cloud tops. There's very low shear in the Gulf. That shear we talked about is indeed pushing away ahead of this approaching front. So it's in a bubble here of pretty, favorable conditions to develop. And the big question mark everybody's wondering is what's going to happen the next 24 hours. What's this going to do when it comes out into the Gulf? That's what everybody's watching. The stronger it gets here, the stronger it's going to be here. And as it appears right now, it's trying to get a little something going. So one thing that I did not look at today, but when we have a really strong vorticity signature, it usually means that these things can ramp up. So let's take a look at that. So here's your 850. Let's look at that. 850. This is on Knoll School. 850, very strong signature of wind spinach. We go to 5. Oh, they changed your buttons a little bit. Looks nice. All right, so we go to 700. Right on top of it. Now, this was the big thing. Yesterday, 500 was well displaced from center. And today, it's right over top. Now, Laura, remember when it came across Hispaniola, never really lost this 500 millibar vorticity. So, number one, it's stacked. We won't show this. I've done it a lot, but we have good stacking. So that's a sign that this thing might get a little more structured. So, officially it's supposed to be 85 mile an hour. All right, I'm not trying to hype anything, but listen, 85, 90, we're talking hurricane. We're talking power outages. We're talking about surge. Rain event, no, not like some of the other storms, but this is pretty impressive stacking here, crossing land. That's very impressive. So in my opinion, this thing will have a pretty decent shot to intensify today. The water vapor is pretty juicy. Let's take a look at that. Right here, moisture field, looking pretty juicy. All this dry air to the north is ahead of our approaching front, so it's going to get kind of pulled up and pushed away. We got a high pressure here across Florida. That should, it looks like it's staying far enough away. So as far as moisture goes, plenty of moisture in the atmosphere. That's one thing it needs. Plenty of ocean heat content it needs. Even though everybody's advertising the Gulf is cool, it's still plenty warm enough to support tropical development. So that is a null issue. Latest spaghetti models just came out. 12Zs, here they are on tropicaltidbits.com, and look. So again, other than the UK, there's always that one little outlier. We have pretty high confidence, very high confidence. Timing, high confidence, and also look, 48 hours up here, 24 hours here. So that we don't have a lot of question marks. So yes, Whitney. So we have a dome of high pressure over Florida. It is so hot. We're talking 100-degree heat indexes today. You are going to feel it. If you're in Florida today, you're going to feel this intense high pressure. Okay, we got 90s all the way through the state, 100-degree heat temps. That's definitely showing why our system is curving around. And I know I pointed this out over the years, or to this year. Hey, Dylan, what's up, man? What's up, Woodrow Walker? That's a cool name, man. Woodrow Walker. It sounds like a TV show. Dwight, yeah, listen, they're working hard, man. We're hoping to have another batch here really, really cool. Shelly, get me a question. I see. Shoot it my way. We're trying to see what you got. Amber Marie Wood, we will have a bigger storm since it's weakened over land and spread out some. No, we have a wider reaching system. It's growing for sure. The fact is the core is tight, and as long as we have low pressure, the winds are going to catch up, and the hurricane hunters will be heading out really, 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 really soon now that it's back over land or water. They don't fly over land. So Panhandle, yes, you're going to get storms for sure. Yes, Jack Daniels country, Lisa. Now you're talking. Mike Van, how you doing? Cat 2, I do believe. Lionel, yes. Core's tight. Yeah, I do believe we can see Cat 2. I think they're on the low end of intensity. Just just looking. I show this map every day. But 970. 970 pressures tip in the old Saffir-Simpson scale. They don't use pressure anymore, but the old scale, anything to 970s could have been in category 2. So we're inching towards that, in my opinion. There's a lot of models supporting that. So the other thing we got to look at, I had a good question from Ashley Bowers. I forgot about this a little bit. When a storm is going, towards the coast, and let's say it has 85 miles an hour, right? Well, the counterclockwise nature of a storm and forward speed, if it's going 20 miles an hour, which this one's going to be moving along maybe more than that, that gets added to the speed. And I read it up and I confirmed it. And, there's always been conflicting, but there is a good article. I'll post it if anybody's interested. But that forward speed will add to the impacts more to the north and the east as our storm comes up to the coast. So that is why it's so important not to focus on the line, especially here. Because now, look at the size of our system. It's really getting bigger. I mean, we're talking, it is definitely stretching out. Let's see, let's get a measurement. Like yesterday it was around 300. Let's see, I can't measure when it's animated. All right, so let me pull it up here. Wow, my gosh, now I got all these buttons and stuff. What the hell's going on? All right, so now let's zoom in here. This is Weather Nerds. I love Weather Nerds for radar. But here's the size. Yesterday was 350. Today, 660, 460, 520, 500, 516. Look at that. That's a huge increase in overall width. Now, that doesn't mean hurricane 500 miles. It just means it's grown. And I'm telling you, man, I mean, it's got the look. Other than this, let me get out of the blah, 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 blah. All right, see, and then you can't lose a measuring stick. I have to email them. All right. Oh, so other than this, you got a little bit of dry air in through here. Look at that. See that? That's a good sign, at least, that it could have some dry air. But when this gets out on the open water, we're going to see a pretty large system. And what that means is this east side is going to impact the Florida Panhandle. Okay? Florida Panhandle, Mississippi, Alabama. When this storm makes landfall later tomorrow night into Thursday morning, early, you're going to get tails. You're going to get, we showed this yesterday. I'm going to look up. There's my sounding. I always do it one time. You're going to get action into Thursday. Okay? So it's going to be a stormy Thursday still for the Panhandle as this thing pulls away. Gone by Friday. But yeah, it's definitely grown, Christopher. I mean, I'm not making this up. I try to never hype. Trust me. I try to never, ever hype. Please. I just call it like I see it, and this looks. If this was September, August. Luckily, we're in October. Things are cooling down a little bit. We do have cooler shelf waters, but I still think we're going to see a little stronger hurricane. We'll see. Track shifting, though. I don't see. Hey, look at this sucker, man. It is crazy. Let me close some windows because I'm starting to. Chrome is getting me mad here. All right. Chrome is saying no. Come on. There we go. All right, we'll just leave it up there right now. We'll just leave it up there. And then we're going to go into all the models. So all the talk about cooler weather or cooler waters and shear. Shear is now relaxed. Cooler waters, yes. Shear on approach, yes. But man, listen, same thing we saw with Delta. A fast-moving system isn't going to weaken that fast. It's all what it does the next 24 hours because it will weaken on approach, but it's going to be going so damn fast, it ain't going to matter. So, yeah, intensity models, let's take a look at all that stuff. Angel, you're going to Motel 6. I was at a Motel 6. Had a couple of hotels reach out in Biloxi. And I got ridiculed on Twitter last night. So I asked Margaritaville if they could hook me up with a room. My God. Next thing you know, I'm begging. I'm a freelancer. I got 1 million people pay for my own room. First off, I wasn't asking for a free room. You cannot get hotel reservations when there's a hurricane warning, okay? You try to find a hotel in a hurricane warned area. I was looking for some inside help, and I got it from 2 or 3 hotels. They're not going to let you come in as a tourist when there's a hurricane warning. Hey, I'd like to stay overnight. So, whatever, man, I'm telling you. Some people just don't get it. But that's fine. They can go somewhere else. We deleted them. That's the power of the internet. If you don't like it, you can leave. That's my new motto. All right, so let's look at all the models. So again, let's see here. I got to reach out to some other people who might be going too, by the way. Maybe I said free. Hell, I don't know. It was 11 o'clock. I was drinking Jack and Coke. Maybe I did. I don't know. Hey, man, if they want to give me a free room, that's great. Let's see the Hurricane Hunters. Let's see. They are, they're bouncing off the coast right now. Look, they're out there right now. They're waiting on the center to, looks like the center just trying to emerge right now. See that? There's our friends, the Hurricane Hunters. They are out there. They don't fly over land, so they're waiting on the center to come off shore any moment. So they'll be out there the rest of the day. They're going to be doing a lot of upper air missions. Here's one now. They're still out there. They got 2 low-level missions right now. So there's 2 planes flying around right now, waiting for. I was going to say Epsilon. Waiting for, what the hell are we on? Zeta. Terry, yes, that was one of them. Morning, y'all. What's up, Tamara and Renee? So, what's up, Linda? All right, so I know everybody wants to know the impact. All right, so first off, listen, spaghetti models are extremely tight. All right, so we're not. It'd be very irresponsible at this point to try to sound like a hero and say, I think it's going to go somewhere else. When you have this much model agreements on track, man, listen, there's no point to try to go against the grain. We live and die by these models, especially when they're this close. That's always worked for me, and that's what we're going to stick with. So that's pretty confident track. The big question in my book is this growing system that we're seeing, 500 miles wide, are going to bring a lot more effects eastward that are going to kind of catch a lot of people off guard. Atlanta, all this stuff, a big rain. So listen, so the rain, this is not a huge rain event. All right, this is good news. We're not seeing a stalling system. We have 2 pockets of rain here. We have this rain and this rain. This is our storm. This is our front coming in. They're going to kind of merge here. That's why we're seeing a little more increased rain across Ohio Valley and eastward. But this will all be gone by the weekend. This is a front, and look, we don't have any orange. Orange is 6 to 10, so it's going to be a fast mover. There will be rain training, though. I'm telling you, we will see a few areas be caught off guard as our tails come up, and we see rain training. So again, hey, I see a lot of questions. I hope I can get to them all. We'll try to read more questions at the end. Big Storm been messaging me. They're all excited. But in case you missed it too, I am going chasing, by the way. I'm going storm chasing. We have Greg and Anthony supposed to be hanging out in our chat. If you have any questions on generators, I know a lot of people are getting prep up there in the upper Gulf region. Now listen, we're going to have power outages across a large area, likely because of this storm. Well, we're going to see graphics pretty soon from the Weather Channel. They always have a great graphic. We're going to have high likelihood of power outages stretching inland as our system doesn't slow down. So if you got any questions, be prepared now, because tomorrow night things go downhill. You're going to need to have a plan. You need to have all your power plans in place. All right, so here's the deal. All right, so we got a lot of models to look at. The latest, let's look at the latest HWRF and HMON. Let's look at it on Tropical Tidbits. It's a free site. So we go to Tropical Tidbits. So your latest, and this is my favorite model. It's done amazing this year as far as intensity goes, and we're going to use this one first. Here's the latest HWRF, and it shows a gradual deepening, 964, 65, 61. So that is definitely stronger than what the NAC is showing. 961 on approach, pretty powerful storm. So just note, HWRF hasn't done too bad this year as far as intensity goes. I want to show you what the radar would look like on the HWRF as it makes approach. We're going to see this heavily weighted east side. Now look, so as we get approach tonight or tomorrow, Wednesday night, this is going into Thursday overnight hours. This is Thursday inching towards midnight. But look, these are these bands we're talking about. All this energy is going to follow along, and this is going to end up impacting a lot more people, just like we saw with Sally. So don't focus on the line. Remember, strong system is going to work its way up. We can still have 977 over, getting into Atlanta. This would be Thursday morning. Look at all this action. This is Thursday morning. So this could bring a lot of heavy commute Thursday morning up in the Atlanta area. I saw people asking about Atlanta. But our immediate focus is obviously the coast. And this is, there's Louisiana, tip of Louisiana, New Orleans area, and there's Mississippi, Alabama line. This one's a tick to the west of the official track. I'm not sure the H-Wharf has been the most reliable as far as track goes. But that's one model. All right, so here's the H-Mon. This one's showing 967 on approach. Almost the same exact. There's Lake Pontchartrain, 966. Timing Wednesday night. So again, strong system. Here you go. Here's the tail, Thursday overnight. These are going to be strong. We can stretch these out actually and show you more when we get past all these models. I'll show you a little bit more. All right, so there's those two. The latest GFS showing, let's see here. We'll zoom in. Oh, let's see. We'll go back to here, and then we'll zoom in on the precipitation on this one. So here you go. So latest GFS, right across New Orleans, 977. It goes north. So these are kind of hard to see, I know. But so there's three models showing, southern tip of Louisiana, Grand Isles there. Yes, Miranda. So Biloxi, Sheila. Yeah, hey, I might be heading there. Don't need to go to Margaritaville. They probably will close up. They have surge warnings up there. We have surge warnings along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. But I'll be streaming live. I'll be talking. I have nobody to talk to. I'll be talking. Here's the latest GFS, a little better look. 977. Now, people live at inland. This is Thursday morning. Look, this is Thursday morning. Look how fast. Thursday morning. Long gone. Now, look. See this moisture? We can still have Thursday morning stretch coming on behind. This is like little Hunter. Wait, Daddy, wait. Wait for me. Wait for me. So Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, look at that. Friday, long gone. Here's our front coming down into Florida. Maybe. Didn't really want to spend time talking about temperature, but maybe it does make its way through. Such a tease. Look at that, 82 now. So Halloween day, a little bit of the front makes it through. 82, that's like a cold front, right? Hurricanes and snow, yep. No, Phil's not going, Mark. He's got to work. Tornado threat, yes. Just me, Mary. But I'm bringing my truck. I got a full-size Chevy. I'm pretty excited. It's big. It was made for this. I already got the lights. I already got the tires. I got gas in the back. I got my laptop set up. I'm all right. Dean, that'd be fun. I'm excited. I chase tornadoes, man. It's like a kid, and I'll be streaming live. I got internet. I bought a bunch of this company here. Local Me is great. It's a 4G international 4G plan. And I just bought, look at that. So I just bought another 24 gigabyte. So now, and I had 12 gigabyte left over from Delta. So I got 36 gigabyte of data I can stream. 36 gigabyte. Hey, there's Gregory Montgomery there. There's one of our Furman guys answering questions. Thank you, man. Yeah, listen, if you got any questions, do it, man. Gregory will help you. There's a lot of myths about generators and how much power you need and what they can power. And for some reason, there's not enough stress about not running generators in your garage. One of our hurricanes this year, half of the deaths came from carbon monoxide. I don't remember which storm, but half the deaths they related to running generators in their garage. So you think about all this surge and all the wind and all this stuff we're watching. Half the deaths could have been prevented. So, All right, so let's go back to individual models. Let's go to the GFS. We just did the GFS. Let's do the Euro. Well, that's not even going to help. Let's go. Well, let's see. What are we going to do here? Let's go. Let's look at Let's go to ensembles. This will show you that things are very tightly clustered. Here you go, European ensembles. This is on Weather Nerds. So all the European ensembles, very tightly clustered. European ensembles. This is what the Euro's thinking. The latest GFS ensembles, very tightly clustered, almost exactly the same. So here's the GFS ensembles. We have extreme confidence where this is going. Extreme confidence. We rarely have that. The only question now is intensity, and I'm going to show you all that now here in a second. But you know, luckily we don't have any show in Category 2. That's good news. But that latest H-Wharf has definitely got my eyebrows raised. Let's look at the latest couple. Well, this is here. Let me show you. So let's go. So I posted this graphic earlier on Facebook, all the different models. And we can look at all the pictures. Or all the different runs, and then we'll see. Here it is. So this is the one I did early today. I'm analyzing all the different runs. And there you go. So, you know, these were done this morning. GFS 978, UK 981, Icon 978, Euro 976. The H-Wharf was the low one, 961, and the H-Mon. So, but you know, all of them are kind of about the same spot. What you got to realize though is this thing's going to be moving at a northeast clip, and anybody that's too focused on the line that lives in Mississippi, Alabama, you might get caught off guard, even the tip of Florida, because this thing is going to be passing, look, very, very close here to Gulfport, to Biloxi. Yeah, Justin. Big Storm guys, I love them. I gotta respond to this. So the Big Storm guys wanted to know, do we want to do a moonshine for Louis? And I'm like, yeah, I already bought the domain name. Got some. See, I went to school for marketing, by the way, so I got that brain. My brain never stops moving. I've used it my whole life. Let's see the original. Anyway, all right, it's coming fast. Whitney, yes, come hang out in Gulfport. That would be fun. Janelle, I just put the size. The size is 500 miles wide. Jason, great point. Thank you for that. Jason Sutton. Jason, one of the Furman guys too. So great information, Jason and Greg. So anyway, so the track hasn't changed much. It's been bouncing between Gulfport and Biloxi. So this is the important note. If we get this go over centerline track, it's not going to lose much intensity. So, you know, we could have a landfall here, we could have a landfall here. So, you know, it looks like Louisiana, yes, but it also means this, and that's your center line. Sometimes I don't like to show the center line, but in this case it really helps because it shows where the core of the system can go. And if we look at some of these, you know, hurricane warnings extend out close to Mobile, but we have surge warnings that extend all the way to the Florida Big Bend area, and that's because of our size. And again, the size of the system, that's the biggest thing that's really caught my eye, is the actual size has grown tremendously in the last 24 hours. Just taking on that classic look. Now we are getting some dry air that's coming in. You know, the dry air here, look, the dry air comes in off of land, so we get a little bit of dry air, you know, coming around. But this, you know, more than likely will fill back in as the day goes on. So it's heading up over land or water. The hurricane hunters are out there flying around right now, and they're going to start getting a new center fix and pressure drop real soon. And we'll see this thing intensify today. I'm almost certain we're going to see this thing intensify. The story of the year has been Gulf blobs and squalls. The Gulf has produced many blobs this season. All right, so Windy's got a good. Windy.com has a great tool here. Now you can look at wind gusts. Let's look at the wind gusts, for example. So, according to the Euro, all right, anything in this yellow area technically is 100 plus mile an hour winds, gusts. Now, Euro, they say sometimes overdoes it. I don't know. But this just gives you the idea. Here's the center, here. Now, look, all right, all these areas, Pontchartrain, Louisiana, all these spots. I mean, they're not showing huge surge values yet. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But again, counterclockwise flow, all these winds are going to be pushing these surge waters in, and that's something to watch. I mean, luckily, hey, the NHC is the boss, but they're only showing 4 to 6 foot. But pay attention. If this thing intensifies, we could probably get some unexpected surge here as this thing pushes through Mobile. So this is what we got to worry about. And then if you look at the winds on the Euro, we could still have, look, Biloxi. You could still pop, Gulfport. Look at, you could still have 100 mile an hour wind gusts. This is Thursday, 4 a.m. Oh my God. 107 mile an hour wind gusts. I don't know if the Euro takes into account forward speed or not. I know the forward speed isn't calculated in the NHC winds. So when the NHC says 85, technically 20 mile an hour moving system could be 100 mile an hour winds on the north and the east side. But so this is look, and we got wind gusts all the way up in this is kind of like what I'm not going to say Michael, but what I'm saying is a fast moving system. We're going to have effects that go well inland because our system's not going to slow down. We can still have 70 mile an hour wind gusts into Atlanta. So that's something to think about. Remember, fast moving systems don't slow down very much. So Thursday morning, you could definitely get some pretty big wind gusts through Birmingham, Montgomery, Atlanta, Macon. To talk about. So, and the GFS showing a little bit faster moving system, but as far as wind gusts, a little bit less. GFS is on the Windy app never really shows very high, but it's still got 94. That's pretty good. High, I mean, not good. 94 mile an hour wind gusts. That's, this is not a little bitty system here. Look at that. We could have let's see here. 85, Biloxi, 86. And see how the direction the winds are blowing? That's surge. Pascagoula, Dolphin Island, 64. So these are all wind threats. This is Wednesday, 10 p.m. So the Euro is a little bit slower. GFS a few hours earlier. So yes, Gene, I'm driving. Roger, you're going to lose power Wednesday night. Storm surge. They always come at night, Whitney. It seems that way. Don't know why. 50-50 shot. Night storms suck, Sheila. Yes, they do. Sometimes you get the heating effects, and they get a little more stronger, powerful at night. Mitchell, I don't know that yet. I'm thinking Biloxi, Gulfport area. I don't want to drive too far in because I want to come home. I don't know about a westward shift. The HMON, HWARF showing a little bit of west shift. Typically stronger systems tend to go a little more northeast. October storms typically have always surprised people with a little more northeast jog. They do. So I think if you just went by history, you're more apt to see a jog to the east than you are the west. With Jennifer, yes, I got 2 people working on a room. My mouse is hovering over your bedroom window, Matt. Crazy. Asheville, not sure about that. Oh, Asheville just rained. Maryland Moore. Yeah, that's where I'm thinking, Whitney. Mobile, you're going to get big winds. You're going to get surge. Listen, this is a big 500-mile wide system. Yeah, we'll get pulled over by the blue again. We'll see if we can beat that. And listen, We will have the camera sideways. Things I've learned. And I'm actually going to try to run my OSB software with a laptop so I can stream YouTube and Facebook at the same time. The only thing is, I saw Katie, Aaron. And listen, we do have the other spot in the Caribbean. I'm not going to really go into that. It's the model's backed off a lot. Let me just show you real quick if anybody's hanging on to that. So we talked about 10 days out. There is a low pressure spot to watch in 10 days. Here it is. We got a wave coming across, and the 10-day model map still showing low pressure. Nothing to stress about. Even the GFS, look, remember 10 days out, the GFS is showing a storm. Now it's not really doing anything in 10 days. The CMC was showing a pretty bad hurricane in 10 days. Look, now it's just a weak low pressure. That's why I don't get too crazy with these long-range forecasts like I used to, because this year especially, they've burned us more than they've been right. So, that's why. But, 1st of November, we do have a wave. We do have enhanced MJO. We do have hot water. We do have La Nina. So we do have the possibility of something down here. But that's all I'm going to leave it at. I'm not going to guess because the models are in that stage where they bounce in 180 every time, and it would just be silly to try to guess. Here is your 15-day, so there's your Euro 15-day. There's a handful that go from, look, out here, out here, out here, out here. So 10 days forming there. Just keep that in the back of your mind. We got Halloween to worry about. Why are we talking tropics and Halloween? Here's the GFS. There you go. There's the latest GFS 15-day. Look, that's a spot to watch. We got a couple here, 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 here. So, long way away. But it's there. Something to talk about. Right. Telford, I'll be live driving down the highway, man. Listen to the Rays. Go Rays. Right? Don't forget ABC ships now, by the way. I just got that email. We got the guys from Furman on here. Take a look at them. They're answering your questions on generators. I will be live chasing. Yes, I will be live chasing. Why? Why not? Everybody knows where it's going right now. I do believe it could be a Cat 2. Yes. I do believe it. The Navy model. Hey, Dean, good point. We haven't looked at the Navy model in a long time. Actually, we can look at I'll tell you what I want to look at too. We can look at some higher resolution. Oh my God, look at that. That's leftover. That's not real. Well, yeah, it is. That's leftover epsilon. Look how wide that sucker is. Big old low. All right. So the Navy model showing 990. And it's pretty much on board too. Right here. Big winds to the east. Remember, a sheared system to the east. Storm Prediction Center. Oh, they did. So we got yellow now. This is for tomorrow. These are, look at, so important to note. This is your Storm Prediction Center. Now look, with a track like this, look at where the storms are going to be. That's important to note. That's where you don't get focused on the center line. The center line here, well to the east, into the panhandle. Can't stress that enough. So don't get caught off guard. And this is going to extend into Thursday too. And they're going to mention the tornado word. Look, a couple of tornadoes are possible. And then day 3, there you go. There's the tail of, and then we get a little bit here too. It'll be up this way, but we'll still be getting a little tail. A little bit of Zeta tail. Oh man, I totally forgot. Oh my God, I'll have to give her a bigger prop tomorrow. So listen, remember yesterday's chat? Shelly, is Jessica Renee in here? This is class. I don't know. I saw you yesterday. I emailed you this morning, Jessica. This is roll call. Jessica Renee, are Are you in class? Look what I got just in time. I didn't even open them yet. Look. This is her. Look at this. So we got Drunk Donkey socks. I love it when people send cool stuff. Look. Drunk Donkey socks. This is the most coolest thing on the planet. And here's her company, by the way. A little bit of shout out. Jessica Renee Customs. Look at that. I hope you're in here. Oh, there you are, Jessica. Look. So it was in the mailbox last night. So I went out front after you said they were here and there was nothing by the door. But look at that. Conehead socks. Oh my God. Conehead socks. And the coolest thing are these shoes. Everybody knows I love flip-flops. Look. I got Storm Chasing flip-flops. Now, look at that. I'm official. They're rubber. They're waterproof. Look at that. Jessica, thanks. It is so awesome. I'm going to wear them on my trip. Cool beans, man. They are Velcro. Look at that. I'm going to strap these suckers tight. Storm Chasing with flip-flops. Now I have my own flip-flops. So, that is so neat, man. I can't wait to wear them. So, Shelly will put your stuff on our little chat room, man. That is so fun. That is cool. So, all right. So, we've been an hour. All right. So, we just got to sit back and watch and wait now. We got a day to watch what it does today. And we'll see what the hurricane hunters find. They're out there right now. And we'll see. Once it gets back over water, it's got that look. It's got moisture. It's got spinach. It's stacking. Very little dry air. The only thing that's holding it back is the water is not extremely hot, but it is hot enough to sustain a strong hurricane. Puts you that way. Because remember, Epsilon was way out here and became a Category 3. And it had the same basic, water. So don't let the water temperatures fool you. We could still get a pretty strong little system. Remember just a couple days ago, they were basically saying tropical storm only. So the trend has been a little stronger. Now we got hurricane warnings. So that's big, real deal, man. October surprise. And look at the wind field expanding a lot. And I'm not going to look at public advisory because they haven't had any hurricane hunters out there. So we'll wait. We'll see what the hurricane hunters find, but I guarantee the winds are going to be stretching very wide. The storyline on this system is not going to be the fact that it's not a Cat 5. It's going to be the size of the system, and there's going to be people affected well past center and well inland that they weren't expecting. This is going to be a fast-moving system. Look, in 12 hours, this thing goes from here to here. That thing is going to be booking. I have no idea. What is that, like 30 miles an hour, 40? I don't even know. But that could be a story. 85 mile an hour plus 30 mile an hour forward speed, we could have some pretty big winds. Mirtha, yeah, I'll stick my foot out the window. Love some good barbecue, Aaron. Yeah, we're going to be, Amy, yes. Yeah, so listen, Emily, so here's the whole, this is what sealed the deal on me going chasing. Emily had her high school softball game tonight, and they canceled it. The other team had corona, or one of the girls. Go figure. So now I can leave, but she's got to dress up for Halloween. Is what I'm getting at. So we're gonna go to the Halloween. I'm picking her up from school. We're going to the Halloween store, and I'm gonna buy a prop. I'm not gonna let it hang. I'm not gonna let it blow. That's our thing. The zombie. I'll let her pick it out. Michael Skelton. I don't think we're gonna see any big shifts coming at all. I think. If we look at history in October storms, the trend is more of an east tick than a west tick. That's just the way. Stronger systems kind of erode that high pressure ridge easier, and we'll see that turn. We got two weather stories going on. We got a big ice storm happening here and this half the country is getting pretty serious weather, ice, hard freezes, snow, terrible travel conditions, and then this side of the U.S. is talking tropics and record heat, 90 plus degrees here in Florida today. That's because high pressure is locked over top, and I bet you're gonna have a lot of melted pumpkins. You ever see a melted pumpkin? There's no worse smell in the world than a pumpkin that you forgot about. Oh, God, man. They're the worst smelling thing. Look at this guy. This is what's happening here in Florida today. Not a very high resolution, but there you go. You get the idea. I'm melting. Let's see. Anything brewing hurricane-wise? Yes, Teresa. We have possibility of the Caribbean in 10 days. Nothing solid yet. East Central Mississippi. Yeah, we can do one more run with the possible winds. We'll do that real quick. We can look at the... we'll just look at the Euro. Just because it's kind of aggressive. Kind of more of a worst case scenario. But we'll just do gust. So your colors, listen, so anything light blue is 70 mile an hour, basically. So that's your 60, 70 mile an hour bubble. Anything white could be 90 to 100. These are gusts. These are 40 across the Gulf. This is, tomorrow night, 11 p.m. The Euro is a little bit slower than the GFS, thus allowing a little more intensification. But here's 4 a.m. Thursday. Whoops, rewind it. Let me rewind it now to 4 a.m. This is so Hattiesburg 50. You can see the line, Meridian, Crestview, Panama City. So this is overnight Thursday morning, 5 a.m. So again, things start to go downhill tomorrow, but definitely could be a rough night as this thing makes its way ashore. And the overall size of this, again, we're gonna continue to see storms Thursday morning into Panhandle and maybe even north some. So that's it. So my takeaway from this morning chat is how the stacking of our system has survived, and B, the overall size of our system is expanding. I do have wind, rain, surge maps. Yes, blue is about 70 mile an hour, Lorna. That's just gust. Sheila Waters, no open container laws. The problem is if I drink, I might have to bring some hard stuff to sleep because I get wired. Let's see. Daniel, let me read your comment. I just saw it. I can't read them all. They go by so fast. So Daniel says, if you're under hurricane warning and it's predicted that it's more than likely hurricane will be able, then why does the official forecast call for winds of 20 to 40? Daniel, well, they always say you can experience hurricane conditions. Hurricane conditions could mean gust, not necessarily sustained winds, surge, and obviously power outages. So, yeah, it's confusing sometimes because if you're not in a hurricane warning like the Panhandle is, they could experience worse conditions than some on a hurricane warning. Up here, like you could be under hurricane warning here and possibly get worse conditions here. So it is tricky. That's why I always focus on the east side. Hurricane warning just means that you can experience hurricane conditions. And there's a hurricane, and there's a chance. I mean, they when you have a cone, they have to give you that bubble window of if the storm wiggles and wobbles a little bit, then the core, the I core, especially on the west side. I mean, Panama City folks will tell you half the city looked like very little damage, the other half was devastated. So there's a fine line of who gets what, and they just have to, out of precaution, give a warning up that if this storm shifts 2 miles to the east or 2 miles to the west, huge difference on who can get anything. So that's basically it. You're in the cone, and you can experience hurricane conditions. So it's all good. All right. So everything's good. Right? Right. So good morning, Katie. All right, well, I'm gonna sign off. It's been an hour. I got storm prepping to do. I gotta post a lot of stuff. I gotta make sure the website. So this is a full-time gig. Everybody thinks, I can't answer everything, but I always make sure the website's rolling and rocking and the data's current. And I try to post to Twitter and Instagram, and it's a valuable tool. And when a hurricane hunters said that, they've used it for many, 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 many years, and they confirmed again last night they still use it a lot. That means a lot. So I really appreciate that for sure. So it's all good. Pensacola, listen, Greg, you're gonna have some nasty weather. Look, tomorrow, you guys are in slight risk for tornadoes and storms. This is through the night, tomorrow night into Thursday morning. You guys are gonna get it. I mean, storm could pass here, but look, the nasty side's the east side. God, I wish they'd harp on that more. Barbecue, don't forget barbecue. When am I leaving, Gene? After school. Don't forget, hey, listen, we're going to be doing a barbecue post. I do it every couple weeks for our good buddies here, Mac Daddies. Listen, family owned here in Florida, available at Publix, and I love this stuff. I got a picture of Sarah. The kids absolutely adore it. So they're going to do a little cool share today with some Halloween fun. So make sure you see it, like it. Here it is. There's a picture of the girls. Look. So I was eating steak. Look at that. And there's Sarah. I was telling Tom, I'm like, dude, you created an animal. Sarah dips everything in it. I thought they only lived on Chick-fil-A sauce. But I can't wait to wear my socks and my new flip-flops. But yeah, so listen, I'll be live. Listen, I bought my 4G hotspot. I got tablets. I have phones. I have iPhones. I have weather radio. I got my air pumps. We're gonna be streaming live. I got magnets for my truck. So if you see me going down the highway, post a picture, please. Look. So this is my magnets. I only put them on for storm chasing, but I got a magnet of the donkey driving through the storm with power lines. So if you see a white Chevy Silverado with those on the side, snap a picture. Because I'm like a little kid, man. There's something about a storm. Freaks me out. So, all right, we'll be seeing you guys. I'll be live later today for sure. Definitely in the morning too. It'll be more remote tomorrow, but by tomorrow everybody should be hunkering down and Aaron. No, the only thing I'll be doing driving is talking. They're slides, not flip flops. I know. Okay. So I got to relearn the term. These are not flip flops. These are slides. They're flip flops to me. Anything with your toes hanging out. I shaved today. I didn't want to, but it gets to that point where you got to. All right, so anything else? I don't know. You guys rock. Appreciate it. All right. So stay alert. Any changes we're watching today would be subtle little changes. The only change we're looking at is the overall size of this becoming larger, spreading out the effects. Florida Panhandle, just because you're not in the line, you're definitely going to get effects. So pay attention tomorrow night into Thursday. So there you go. You guys rock. Thanks for the Furman guys for hanging out with us today and answering questions. My official Storm Chaser vehicle next year, we're going to try to rig up a generator and some gas on the back of it. And a chainsaw. I could have used a chainsaw up in Delta to help. We actually moved trees over for a few of the local folks.